According to some people, we are God's children. According to me, that is a ridiculous notion, and in this video I will explain if there are indeed creatures that can be considered God's children. But first it's important to define what God really is. The definition of God is this: the building blocks of everything are a part of the same entity. It's a source God which divided itself into everything, and it did that out of boredom. It's known as Brahman in Hinduism. I've referred to it as such and as the source consciousness in previous videos. The building blocks of everything have the abilities to change their shape and composition depending on a combination of various factors such as pressure, temperature, chemical reactions, etc., or by simply the will of the source God. Besides the fact that the source God divided itself into everything, it also manifested itself into extremely powerful creator entities. The creator entities are its direct manifestations and its representatives. Not only do they have the ability to change their sizes and their shapes on demand, but they have the ability to create actual lower ranked entities and life forms of all types. And that's exactly what they did. They bioengineered immensely large creatures, the cells of which are entire worlds. The creator entities created various lower ranked entities as their servants and various technologically advanced creatures, UFOs, to be the personnel of each cell within the immensely large creatures. The flat and circular surface upon which we live is situated within and is a part of a half-full sphere with 100 subterranean levels in it. The half-full sphere itself is situated within an outer sphere, creating a unit of spheres. This unit of spheres is but a single cell within the body of an immensely large creature. This monstrous macro creature consists of trillions of cells and has a size of hundreds of trillions of kilometers. Many of the cells within its body are units of spheres similar to the unit of sphere which our half-full sphere is a part of. The immensely large creature is an extremely sophisticated being, and each of its cells is being serviced by extremely powerful creator entities, lower ranked entities, and entire fleets of UFOs. It's a soul-eating creature. The 100 levels of the half-full spheres are populated with millions of species of animal and botanical life forms. All of these life forms release spiritual energy throughout their lives as well as after they die. Their souls are being either devoured by individual entities or are being mass harvested and enter a never-ending stream of souls that is constantly on its way to feed the immensely large creature. There is an entire macro world full of immensely large creatures. And it's exactly those monstrous soul-eating beings that can be considered God's children. Everything revolves around them. They have the full attention of the source God. They are being maintained in all sorts of ways by countless of the source God's direct manifestations of creator entities. The creator entities have bioengineered the cells of the immensely large creatures in a most efficient way. And in the baby days of the immensely large creature, they are populating them with animals of more than 1,000 kilometers long, which produce soul weighing millions of metric tons. Those 1,000-kilometer long creatures are killed and replaced with a greater variety of beings of smaller sizes once the immensely large creatures surpasses its newborn, baby and infant periods, since a more diverse diet is then needed to sustain it. So, the only creations that can be truly considered God's children are the immensely large creatures. And even though they are mere creations, they are of the utmost importance to the source God. What humans and other animals are relatively low-ranked creations. Only the bacteria within our bodies are lower ranked than us. We are as low-ranked as all of the other animals, except for the fact that we were specifically created to slaughter billions of animals on a daily basis. The fact remains that we are cattle, and in the end, we are just a part of the livestock within this soul farm of a world. We are simply reproductions. We are the descendants of the latest batch of humans that were bioengineered on this level. And even though it's not easy to accept that our situation is as hopeless as it can be, we can't really change anything about that. So let's just enjoy our pathetic lives as best as we can, but enjoy it in a responsible way, because this is all there is. And please, let's stop considering ourselves as being God's children, because we are not. Although, if such a notion somehow works for you, then go ahead and be God's child. Feel free to be whatever you want to be. In fact, I advise you to dismiss my hypothesis altogether and to hold on to any other concept if you can't handle the harsh truth about our reality.